To truly appreciate where we are, let's start again at the very beginning. On an island on the other side of the world. On streets where a boy sat every day for hours, peddling whatever he could find for spare change, desperate to find a way out. And then he discovered a better way. It nevertheless defies belief that from that boy's forgotten corner of the map, he could reach the very top of the world. That could turn a man into a miracle.
Lionel Messi lights up the Camp Nou one more time.
I don't think we've ever seen or ever will see anything like Lionel Messi again.
It makes more sense in his case, even if his beginning came on streets that offered hardly any more promise. The craft was a family business. A comfort with conflict was embedded in his blood. Fame and fortune in view at much closer range.
He is truly a gift from heaven. Whatever he touches turns to gold.
But from these contrasting origins, in these early years of the 21st century, twin superstars were born. Propelled by belief in very different deity. Guided by sages of very different dispositions. They circled each other, as fighters tend to do. Their brilliance at once tantalizing you and testing your patience. Until, at last, the most beautiful truth of the sport is that it reveals everything about the men who engage in it. Their objectives, their priorities, the dreams they still harbor, regardless of what they've already achieved. This is the story of one man's long path to another. The tale of a fight even fate itself appeared to yearn for. And a reminder of the possibility of what can materialize in that rarest of predicaments. The convergence of the very best.
It's a shame that they've had to coexist at the same time.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Messi. Messi.
Cristiano.
Cristiano.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Lionel Messi.
Inevitably Messi.
I will go with Leo.
You know, these are two of the most special players that have ever kicked a ball. And we really should appreciate what we're watching. For the kids who are maybe 15, 16, got a real interest in football. Trust me, these guys don't come along every generation. These are so special.
It's Ronaldo, beautiful sidestep, beautiful goal from Cristiano Ronaldo. Real Madrid break through.
It's Ronaldo! Brilliant!
Here he is again. That's astonishing. It's absolutely world class.
Cristiano Ronaldo, great feet. Cristiano Ronaldo, that is stunning. Absolutely stunning. He needs one, he needs two for that. Takes on three, takes on four, beats the goalkeeper. You're just lost for words. He is just brilliant. Ronaldo cuts it in. What a goal from Ronaldo. Quickly by Xavi, it's Messi. Messi. Oh my. Ronaldo. Goal after goal after goal after goal after goal. Stunning. Just stunning.
It's a good game. Here's Messi.
Messi.
You wouldn't want to ponder a world without fighters. You wouldn't want to ponder a world where everyone simply settled for the easy way out. There would be so much less to intrigue you, so much less to inspire you. There would be so many fewer great stories to tell.
We're not friends, like real friends. I'm not a friend of him because, we don't share the same dressing room. We not go out for dinner, But I respect him like a professional.
Y sabemos que esto es algo de ustedes, los periodistas, que alimentan día a día a intentar de compararnos y buscarnos cosas por estadística, por juego, pero creo que ni él ni yo competimos el uno contra el otro.
In a life, we have always the people who judge us, but I think sometimes this is not fair, but we have to live with that.
All legendary fighters have the same simple way of rising to the top. They do the same things over and over again. It's how they cultivate their gifts. It's how they identify purpose. It's how they tell everyone else who they are. So really, all along, this was the only possible culmination. For it's the only way they've ever known.